Hey, hey, hey.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm okay. I good. I cold. I'm tired of snow. Whoever says winter's their favorite season can go to hell. They should be outside. They should be forced to shovel for 24 hours straight. Whoever's like, I love wintertime. I love the snow. I love this and that. It's like, yeah, you should be out. You should shovel for 24 hours straight as your punishment because this is not fun.
Right. How much snow did you guys get?
Uh, couple inches. I had a thick amount of snow on my car on my whip, so I'm glad I got it done Sunday afternoon because like it was enough that the snow was quickly turning into like hard like it was icing and
Mm.
freezing quickly. So if you didn't shovel Sunday afternoon, it was gonna be even harder to shovel because it was just getting too hard.
Ugh.
So I was out there for like a good 2 hours, shoveling out my car, shoveling out the area.
Was
Neighbor,
it a lot?
it was enough that again took 2 hours.
Oh, okay,
So
okay. Okay.
yeah,
Well,
so
yeah.
my ass ain't coming back outside for a while because I went out today. I was like, "Ooh, that's ice now." Nope.
Oh,
I'm
wow.
thankful that I work from home because if I had to go into the office, there's no way I would have went to the office.
Well, that's what kind of pissed me off. We could have used this week, I think, because it was so bad, especially in the city. There were sidewalks just ripped with ice, nothing but ice. It was terrible.
Oh, I saw Mondami was even outside. He was in Bed-Stuy shoveling. It was bad over there.
Yeah, yeah.
Y'all weren't
I
exempt
don't
from it for
know.
once.
I don't know. For me, I just need to live in a building because I am not shoveling. Hey, Meeks. Hey,
What
Meeks.
up,
Corey,
Meeks?
Yo,
what's going on with you? You
not,
shoveling? You good?
yeah,
Of course, you
shoveled.
good.
And I mean, I'm working from home
Mm.
today, yesterday, tomorrow,
Nice, nice.
Thursday as well, because that's my normal day to work from home anyway. So I don't know. I may not be going in until Friday, but I probably will be. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Just getting a chance to do my Rumble marathon that I do every year. So I
Mm-hmm.
watch all of the Rumbles back every year, and
Which
so
one are you up to right now? Which one are you watching?
um
Which one is
I
your favorite, I should say?
my favorite
Mm-hmm.
is 92.
Okay.
Uh 90 is a close second.
Okay.
I am on 97 right now. But 90 is a close second for me. 90 was just really good to me. Um yeah. So yeah, a lot of the older rumbles are my
That's
favorite.
your thing. Yeah. Um
I mean, 92's
Ja
all timer. That's Flair winning the title. That's not fair to Flair.
Yeah.
But
uh
I'm kind of biased to 2018 for both men's and women's because that's like a top five, a low key top five men's rumble because like that's the one Shinsuke won, but it was so perfectly paced
Wait,
that
was that in Philly?
yeah,
Yep.
I went to that one. Yep,
Yeah,
that's
I
yep.
why
was at
that's
that
why I'm
one too.
biased. And then
Mhm.
that's the first ever women's rumble. So when we got the old
Asuka won that.
timers, when we got the old timers and the
Mhm.
OGs, it felt like actual nostalgia for the first one. I was
Mhm.
just like,
Yeah.
all right, Sasha and Becky are going Iron Man, but then they're perfectly pacing out all the OGs. We know Oscar's winning, but they set it up perfect of like the paces of both those rumbles were just so well done.
I didn't think Asuka was gonna win. I'll be 100%. Like I did not think that she was gonna win.
Yeah, it's interesting. So I remember specifically she was the betting favorite that weekend to
Mhm.
win, which is why I thought she wasn't going to win. I was like, oh, they're going to change that. But they stuck with she was the betting favorite to win that weekend.
Okay.
She was
I
the only one that made sense because that was she was still undefeated,
Yeah.
and we were really like we want Oscar Charlotte.
Yeah,
Mm,
That
Nia was a close second though. I remember the odds specifically. Nia Jax was a close second to win.
Yeah,
I
but
don't remember that.
that was a weird one because it's like Alexa was the champion and Vince really wanted Nia and Alexa at Mania, but low
Hmm.
key that's when the Sasha and Bailey stuff were popping off and they were starting to heat up with the Sasha Bailey, Bailey finally have
Mm,
enough of Sasha's shit. So going into Mania, like remember, like that was the one where like they were both in the first ever women's rumble and that had more juice than Nia and Alexa.
mm,
But Vince was just dead ass and like, no, I want Alexa in this title match. Nia Jax, this is her time. I don't care if y'all want Sasha and Bailey. We're giving you. That was when Vince was doing his one for you, one for us. Of like, we're gonna give you Oscar Charlotte because y'all want this, but we want Nia and
mm,
Alexa, and we don't care if you want Sasha Bailey. We're giving you your match with Oscar and Charlotte. Same with
mm,
the men's. Is like you guys want Shinsuke AJ, we're gonna give you that, but we're gonna run back Brock and Roman, and we don't care if you don't want Brock and Roman.
Yeah,
mm.
that was also a weird time period. I was in Philly for like 7 weeks straight. That
Why?
the games, then the playoff games, then the Rumble, then Super
Yeah,
Bowl.
that was when they
But you
finally
went
went to this.
home. You went home. You went home.
Yeah, I literally, but I went up every weekend.
Oh, okay.
So that Rumble
I
weekend,
was like, wait,
so
what?
that Rumble weekend was in between the NFC Championship game and the Super Bowl
Yeah,
Mm. My favorite
because
was 2019. My favorite was 2019.
2019 that was so that was
2019
Becky and
was
Seth.
yeah.
That was
When they were a
I don't
couple and
remember who
nobody knew.
won. I don't remember who won. I
Becky
do
and Seth. He just said
okay,
it.
but I'm just saying, unless you guys didn't say it, I didn't know who won. Um was that the one with NXT?
I mean, there were some NXT people in it. Yeah,
I think
No.
that may have been that may have
Which
been
one is the one?
Bianca coming out early and staying in for a long while. But
No,
that
which one is the one with NXT? NXT was part of like
well,
was
they
that the
since
Rumble?
2020.
then,
No.
well,
See how I'm disjointed? That's Survivor Series.
yeah, that's why I was like, what is she talking about? I was like,
Oh,
no,
that was
they've been
Survivor
in them.
Series.
Like,
So
No, there was Survivor Series. My
so
bad.
20,
Okay, let me sit down. My bad.
2019 was Becky and Asuka let off the card with like the title matches because you had Sasha and Ronda for one title, and you had
Mhm,
Becky and Asuka for the other title. And then when Becky lost the title match to Asuka, everyone knew she was going to come back in the Rumble. It was
yeah,
just a
mm.
matter of how. And then lo and behold, they had the spot where I think it was Nia jumped Lana,
yeah,
and Lana had messed
took
up her
Lana out.
ankle, and
I
that's
got a
where
lot of match memory.
Becky comes running out to was it Fit Finley or whoever, and like yeah, throw my ass in the Rumble. I don't care. She hurt. She can't go.
Yeah, I got a lot of match memory. I don't have match memory like that. I think I say this every single week. I remember moments. I think I have moment memories. I don't have match memory. So and event memories. Like y'all know, especially you, Corey, you know exactly what show. Like I don't understand how you can retain this type of information. I like it baffles me every freaking time.
Yeah, that
Um
was Nia in the men's rumble also.
Okay. Okay, Saturday night's main event.
Yeah,
That was
I
a
You
thought the show
said
started off good.
Justin said it might have been the best Saturday night's main event for 2026.
I do. It was. I just finished watching it today. It was very good from start to end. Like you kick off with Jacob and Cody just wailing on each other. Jacob basically like, I'm gonna put you in the hospital. I don't care. All gas, no brakes. You know what I mean? And Cody, I was like, I kind of like this where you don't have a belt, and it's kind of like prove it
Mhm.
because
So
Cody's
he
like
did well.
Cody was giving it back, and yeah, it was like a non-match because they were just like f the bell, like we're just going
We're
for
just
it.
gonna go in.
We're just gonna
Mhm.
go in, and then it was really good until Drew got involved at the end, but it makes sense because Drew's your new champion. Thank you, Drew. But Drew
Mhm.
gotta make his point of like I'm the champ, and anyone that even wants to come sniff around this belt, y'all getting put on notice. But From that, setting the tone all the way to your main event, where Sammy becomes the number one contender for Drew McIntyre's title. This was a really really good Saturday Night main event, and we've been on here saying how many of these have been misses, or like in Mimi's case, like why are you running the show? Because this feels like either a glorified house show or this adds nothing. This
Okay, so let me ask you a question. Did it move the needle towards like did that match in particular, did it do anything for the Rumble?
yes,
That match in particular
the match in particular, and also this
for
card in
you?
particular, actually
No,
got
no,
me
no.
hyped for
I'm just talking
Rumble.
about the match. I'm just talking about the match
All
for
right,
you.
so
Yeah. Did this
Cody,
match do anything? Do you feel like there was some type of direction for Cody, for Jacob, maybe, maybe not, and for Drew, I guess Drew's was self-explanatory, but for Cody and for Jacob, did you feel like, okay, this feels like this is about to happen? They're about to go into the Rumble. Of course, Cody already declared himself, but for Jacob, did you feel like there was some movement for the Rumble and a story for him because he's just coming back?
I feel like this is movement for Jacob. Cody's already cemented at the top as much as you, and I give him the biggest grief. And Corey
I'm
sitting
talking
here
about
every week.
story. I'm talking
I
about
know,
story
I
for
know.
content.
I'm saying because you're asking me how we're going to Rumble. I think Jacob
Mhm.
now has momentum going in, and I try to avoid all spoilers, all dirt sheets and stuff like that. I'm trying to with this new account. I'm be like, all right, I don't want to see any dirt sheets and stuff, so I can come with just a little bit more fresh and watch the
Mhm.
product and go from there versus having things spoiled for me or ruined. So just watching the match and how they're positioning Jacob, I think he's gonna go higher up in the card than he was before the injuries. Because obviously, they were high on him, but they had him like solid mid card. Now you're actually doing a possible program of Cody, which I think is gonna carry into Mania. That is a really, really big deal that they're gonna give him
Mhm.
that. And obviously, we love Jacob. We know Jacob can wrestle. We know Jacob can cut promos. But now it's like, oh, they kind of rock with him backstage because they're giving him this, and it's not by
Mhm.
accident that
Mhm.
you're the timing of this where you're going into Rumble because Rumble's either what this weekend or next weekend for Rumble.
I just saw it this weekend, which I had no clue. I was shocked.
All right, so this week is
Yeah,
so
Rumble is Saturday.
the timing is like there's a reason you're perfect. You're doing this on this time. And obviously Drew has a title match. So Cody and Jacob's gonna play out in the Rumble. And now
Mhm.
I'm really curious how that does.
Corey?
Yeah, I don't think it had anything to do with the Rumble. I think it was to get it on TV now, to have focus on it now, because I just feel as though had they put this to where they came to blows at
Mhm.
the Rumble match overshadows the program. So I think they got it on TV initially. Not that it's the finish, but to get it on TV to have its own focus. So I don't think it did anything necessarily for the Royal Rumble match or the story of the Royal Rumble match or
Mhm.
anything dealing with positioning for either guy in the match, which is what you to me that's what you're asking. I don't think it had anything to do with that. I think it was to give it its own focus and its own shine on television before they got to the Rumble, where everything else is going on around it,
Mhm.
and it doesn't get the same shine as it would if it was an individual thing. So,
That's interesting. All right. Um,
oh, don't yeah
Drew,
yeah. I
huh?
was gonna say we better be off by NXT because they announced Jada and Nikita are fighting each other.
What?
I am not moving my
Oh,
seat.
the Battle of the Yeeks.
What?
Yes. Jada Parker's facing Nikita Lyons tonight on NXT. So
Nikita
I'm
Lyons is
not
still part of
moving.
the company?
She's very much so been part
We
of the
do this
company.
every
Mm.
year, Beanie, where we're
She's
dumbfounded she's still
she's
there.
she's a nah she's nah she's a main staple on Evolve. Like she's
Oh,
actually like
A staple. I love it. I love your
Nikita Lyons
optimism.
and Staple in the
I
same
love your
sentence in
optimism.
What it's not
2026.
it's not even just she's on the show
I hear
regularly.
you. I hear
All
you.
right.
Corey, I hear you. Okay.
Hey, you said
I
Jada.
hear
You said
you.
Jada
I
Parker. That
promise
got
you, I
my
hear
attention because
you.
I've been saying either they got to do something with Jada in NXT or just call her up to the main roster. One or the other.
Who, Jada? No, I
Yes,
don't think she's
I
ready.
don't
I
think
don't
it's
think
time
she's
for
but
her
ready.
I
yet.
don't like.
It's
I
not
don't like
time for
this.
her
I don't
yet.
like the stop start with Jada, where it's like they want to push her and then they just stop out of nowhere.
I think they are now, Justin. I think they're pushing her now. Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
think she's ready for main roster yet, though. I think she gets lost if she gets up there.
Yeah, but sometimes you could use the bodies in the main roster. That's why I was like,
Yeah,
if you're gonna stop start her on
No,
NXT,
you
she'll
just
be
can't.
in
throw
the
her
Don't
up.
do
Rumble.
that.
I
Don't
do
do
think
that.
she's going to be in the Rumble.
I
I
don't
think that.
think I don't think that I don't think anybody should be called up for bodies. This is how people get lost and this is how people get cut.
Hmm.
When you call up for bodies, it becomes like a little bit too much and you need to call up somebody to have something for them to do to give us content. Cuz y'all know I've been beefing about the content. The content is just not doing it for me and it just doesn't keep me engaged and that's why like I don't prioritize wrestling as much as I used to anymore because I'm just not even with the campy stuff. We're not even getting campy stuff as it pertains to WWE because let the record state I only watch WWE.
Hmm.
So I feel like WWE right now the content like for her to move up, she needs to be getting into something. Like Lashes came up and was into something. She's into something. And I'm just hoping that they just don't fall off of it. Like they don't just abandon it.
Yeah, and I'll be honest, I'm being a little hypocritical because I've been saying this about like Trick and like some of the other people, like but specifically like Trick and Oba, like if you're gonna call them up, have something for them. And Jada's just the one. I'm just tired of the start that she's doing in NXT. So yeah, I'm being a little
Mhm.
hypocritical, but it's more like I want them to either do something for once with Jada, once and for all in NXT, or have her go on her way.
Mhm. Mhm.
So I'm hoping Corey's
Um
right that they're actually gonna go somewhere because now they have room for her to go do something NXT.
I think if she goes up to the main roster, I think her being in a tag team like they did for Lash could help her out as well. It's just a matter of who they put her with. Um I think the Naya Lash thing kind of works.
Yep.
Um It kinda works. I kinda like it, and I say kinda because I'm just not 100%, like, paying attention. So, I would
You
just
need more
love to
time with
see.
that.
Yeah, I
Like
think I need more time with
they're
that.
cooking, but they're cooking, but it's like it's not ready yet. It still needs to stay in the oven for a while.
It's marinating.
Yep.
Yeah. So I just hope that they bring her up. She just needs to shine there. I think what Shawn Michaels has done a very great job of helping everybody get to their peak state in NXT and give us a solidified answer. Are you ready? And they are actually ready when they go off to the main roster. He's just not like pushing people off because they just been there way too long. So I kind of like his little his program the program that he's kind of like his the formula that he's using. So I just think that she's just not ready yet. But I almost feel like NXT is a little bit saturated. It's a little bit roster heavy. Um, I don't know. It feels a little roster heavy, so I'm hoping that she can dig her way out of that.
Okay.
Yeah. Um, okay, so we're gonna get off so Corey can watch his NXT. Um, what was the other match? Because this was a short one, right? This was like only three
Yeah.
matches.
No, it was 4 matches,
No,
but
there's like four. You
Oh,
had
okay.
AJ Shinsuke.
I heard that was amazing and
yeah.
very everybody that knew of their background was touched to say the least. I guess. I haven't watched it. I
It
need
was
to
a good
watch
match.
it. Okay.
It was all right. It was good.
It was really good, but this is like an interesting week for AJ. All right, AJ, because again, I've been staying off the rumor mills, but it's kind of giving a feeling like this
They
might
about
be
to
his
go
last
home, man.
hurrah going into
He going
Rumble.
home.
I thought last year was his retirement year. No?
No,
No,
because
he's
Cena just
retiring in
overshadowed
2026.
everything.
Mhm.
But I'll say this: I was thinking about it, just of age. I was like, "Cause that dude's got to be going home." I was thinking, I was like, "Dag, he kind of on the low, underneath everything that was going on with Cena. He was kind of getting his matches in too. You know,
Mhm.
like he was getting in his Shinsuke, Cena,
Mhm.
working, getting a tag title program, and working against Judgment Day. He worked against Dom. He's gotten in some programs too that I just truly believe unless unless he signs some kind of it was public, it was already, so this is it was known knowledge that his contract is up in February.
Mhm.
So unless he signs something, which is not out of the realm of possibility, that he signs something else and gets maybe a couple month extension, take him through WrestleMania or take him through SummerSlam or whatever. I think Sunday. I think Saturday is it. I
You
really do.
really?
Yeah,
You think it would be cut this short like that?
yeah. Rumble to Rumble, 10 years
It
exactly.
would kind of make sense, yeah, seeing that he debuts at the Rumble. And as
I
much
just feel
as
like it's kind of abrupt. No?
It's abrupt because it's just getting because, like Justin said, all the attention was on Cena over the last year. So that
Right.
was December when that ended, and now it's. But no, I can fully, because AJ announced it during the whole time Cena was on his way out. Anyway, he said 2026 is my last year. He just didn't put a date on it because because of everything else going on. But he was pretty much done. I think regardless of whether Cena was on his way out or not, I think AJ was done coming up now anyway. It's just that we didn't hear it. It was no focus on it until January. And then it's like you're only getting 4 weeks out of it to know that it's his retirement. I think he's gone. Unless
This
something happens,
mm,
I think he's done. It just and again, they could be throwing all the smoke signals to throw everybody off the scent, that because they're throwing all of these dream matches all in a row. You got him and Punk, you had him and Shinsuke, you got the stipulation with him and Gunther that, and he taps Gunter in the first one, but it doesn't get acknowledged, and Gunther wins. He's getting all of these matches in all of a sudden in a row. It just looks like this is the end. But again, it could be a big swerve. Do I think so? No.
what's the swerve?
Possibility? Yes.
What's
Huh?
the swerve? What's the swerve?
That he's getting all these dream matches now, and then he ends up winning at the Rumble and he's staying.
because remember, we've been kind of always primed for the last couple of years of like these type of guys get their Mania match, and then that's the send off. Whether it's Shawn, whether it's Batista, whether it's Triple H. Like you would think AJ stays till Rumble, and then I mean not Rumble till Mania. Mania's like his final match,
Right.
but
I just this doesn't make any sense for me as a casual. I don't think that the Rumble would it just feels exceptionally abrupt and unfair. I would say it's unfair. Like I didn't grow up with AJ Styles. I knew of him in 20 he came in 2017, 2016.
16.
16.
16. So that's when I was exposed to him and who he is,
Mm-hmm.
in terms of his style and all of that. And at one point he was my top guy, like my top wrestler of all time. um but I just can't see that he would have that kind of a run and then they would just end his career so abruptly like that. I would think
But
that we would get a little bit more regardless of who he went against. I think there are other dream matches that we would want to see. I think I would like to see him go against Roman Reigns again because that was a fun program way back when. Who knows what we can get now? I would love to see him. Did he go against Finn Balor? Was that a thing this
yeah,
week?
he's done. Him and Finn
They've done
have
that,
fought recently.
yes.
I would love to see him go against Tamatanga because I've heard of things, in the past. I would love to see them pepper in extra things. Like I just
Well, I want the
don't.
TNA run. That's what I want. I want the TNA
I
run.
would
I
think
want
that
him to
they
get the
would give
TNA
that.
title.
Yeah, and I would think that they
But
would give him
again,
that.
Mimi, if he says he's done,
I
then
mean, I
Saturday's it.
understand.
Yeah, I know he get
I
that.
don't
I know.
know. Yeah, I don't know about Saturday. I would be shocked that they wouldn't say, "Hey, AJ, we might not give you the pomp and circumstance that we gave, Cena, but I would think that he deserves a little bit more." Who's this
I think
evil guy? Who's
him
this evil
getting
guy? Who's
him
evil?
getting the standing ovation, at the end of the match after he loses, and he gets the curtain call at the end of it in the middle of the ring. I think it's fine for him. I get it. It seems abrupt for some people.
Yeah,
For me, it doesn't seem abrupt.
yeah, that seems
It
weird.
Would
it
he get a
seems right
standing
on
ovation
time.
at the end of this match? Because remember, this is in Saudi. This Rumble's in Saudi, and they've been overseas for the last couple weeks.
Yeah, I don't
It's
know.
AJ. He's definitely gonna get it. Yeah, he
I
would get
I
it.
don't know. I'm
Is he a Saudi guy? Like I wouldn't think Saudi would be the place where he would get his send off. I would think, like you said, they would give him this little TNA thing where he goes up against mad people against that roster a little bit because that deal is still intact, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And then he'd come back and do a little something, maybe do something with the tribal chief, maybe do something with somebody else, and then maybe even do something with Randy and then move on. That's what I
Sorry,
would
I
think.
ain't even being a hater, but if Roman ain't do nothing with Cena, he ain't doing nothing with AJ. I'm just saying,
I mean,
he
he
ain't
did.
around. He
I
ain't
know
around.
he's not around, but at the very least, I'm just saying, like, I don't think I'm just fluffing. I'm saying I just don't think that the career that AJ Styles has had, they would end his career. They would end his whole everything at this Rumble. And I'm not saying that he would get the franchise player one, but he was also a franchise player at a certain point in two companies. And who is this evil guy? Apparently, there's this evil guy. Like, is he a thing?
Oh, here
Is
you
he
go.
a
No,
thing? Like, I'm just saying, listen,
he's a
if I
thing.
see, okay, if
Yeah,
he's a thing, was he a thing with AJ? Was that a thing at one point in New
they
Japan?
they were all in New Japan at the same time.
Oh, she's talking
Okay,
about the
so
wrestler evil.
Yes,
yeah.
yeah,
Oh
because he's done with
Lord.
New Japan.
So I just
I
don't
know,
know.
of
Like,
all people, like she just pull it out the sky.
I am pulling
Like,
out
and
this
who
guy
is
because
this
I don't know
evil?
who he is. I am
Who is
pulling
this
out this
evil?
guy. I am because I
She
don't
she
know who he
would
is. What the
she
fuck?
wouldn't know because when Evil really started coming up with, especially got connected with Lij, that was after AJ left. I mean, with Los Immigranables, AJ already
Yeah.
left for WWE at that point.
Yep.
When Evil started like, oh, that's Evil,
When he
they started making a
finally
name.
started, yeah. I
Okay,
don't know. Are him and
so it's
EO still
whatever.
together or
I,
no?
I don't know, but that thing.
I don't
But people
think
remember that
so,
EO
but
and
I could be wrong.
Evil were together, and I think with his contract up, everyone's thinking he comes to WWE because obviously the
I
EO
think he is.
connection.
Yeah.
Okay, so my point is, it sounds ridiculous that they would just end his career at a Royal Rumble. No real anything. I know that I heard that he said 2026 was his last year. I'm thinking he's going to go through this whole thing. So I just wouldn't count my cards and be like, yeah, nah,
It'd
I'm
be
not
great
hedging
if
that bet.
it's Saturday's not the end. To me, it feels like it's the end.
And yes, I did pull it out the sky. Thank you very much.
I
Anyway,
know you did. Yeah, I know you
It's
did.
for
next.
me, it's more just him ending his career in Saudi, especially the last couple of weeks they've been in Europe, and then this week they've been in Canada, and him not getting one more match in America would kind of be like, damn, we didn't even get to have go to AJ's last match because you ain't been here for like the last 2-3 months.
Yeah, he did. Him and Gunther was in America, wasn't it?
I don't know.
Or no,
Like I
it
said,
wasn't.
they've been in
No, you're right.
Europe for a
That
while.
was overseas.
I want
Well,
to.
I mean, him and Dragon Lee fought Javon
Oh,
and
you're
Leon
going?
in
Okay.
America.
Like the last major show they had over here was Cena's retirement match in DC. Ever since, and then it's been the Europe show. They've been in Europe for most of this, and then
Yeah,
Canada for this week, and then they're going to Saudi next, right after.
I, I guess for me, I don't. I'm just different, but I don't really put too much stock into where I mean, to me, Royal Rumble is a big enough event that it will stand out on that show. I almost feel like, yes, as great as it would be if he went out at WrestleMania, I almost feel like it's not the main event of WrestleMania, so it gets lost in the shuffle. Almost like how like Kurt Angle's retirement at WrestleMania 35 is completely lost in the shuffle because it's WrestleMania 35 and it wasn't the main event.
Well,
That's kind of how I feel with
it's
AJ.
also you also had another retirement match in that same card because you also had Batista's retirement match, and
Yeah,
because it was Triple H, it got more pomp and circumstance.
but even and that's what I'm. But even so, to that point, if AJ's match isn't the main event, I don't even care if there's no other retirement match other than his. For me, it almost feels like the WrestleMania send off, as good as it would be, and it still would be good, it gets overshadowed. I think with only 4 matches on the Rumble, and 2 of them are Rumble matches, and then you have Drew against Sammy. I think AJ's possible retirement will stand out more Saturday than it would on a WrestleMania because I think it gets lost in the other 11 matches or whatever that's going to be on that card between 2 nights. That's just me. Again, everybody's different, but for me, I just think if he goes out, I get it. People want it stateside. I'm all for that, but I don't put much stock into it being in Saudi Arabia more so than I put into it being stock at the Royal Rumble. So
So we don't get put stock in hometowns anymore.
no,
I mean,
I don't care
I
about it.
stopped doing
That's
that.
just me.
Um, okay. What was the next
Okay.
match?
You
Women's
said
tag
what?
team title,
Oh,
Rhea
women's
and
tag team.
Io
Yeah.
defending against Liv and Roxanne.
How was
Ugh,
that?
Roxanne had a rough weekend. That
What
crowd was
happened?
so one of the crowd got into it and overstepped their boundaries because guys are feeling way too comfortable doing this during women's matches at live shows. That Roxanne had to check the dude, and then dude ended up
He was
getting
pulling on
ringside.
her?
Nah, he said some shit that was like, dude, really, we're doing this? That got caught on camera, and then he was ringside again Monday night during, and then was it Liv and then remembered him, so they called him out again off camera. The match was
What
good,
did
but it was
I'm
one of those
sorry.
like
I'm sorry. What did he do?
he said
Yeah,
something to Liv
so
that Roxanne really told him like, shut the fuck up.
he
Oh,
was
okay. Okay.
he was yelling at her to stop flopping, which basically, people kind of, rest a little second just to wait for the next spot to happen or whatever.
Mhm.
And she's like, shut the F up, which to me, it was rough, but to me, I took it as her, being in her heel character. That's the
Okay.
way I took it,
Okay.
because I don't. And again, everybody interprets it differently. It was still rough, but the guy wasn't. And I'm trying. He didn't say anything like
Well, what did he
personally
say?
or gender like derogatory.
What did he
It
say?
He was telling her to stop flopping, because she was like kind of on the floor, and it just looked like she was waiting for the next spot. And he probably was egregious with her all night, and probably said there could be back context, but for what was on camera, to me, it came across like she was being a heel in character. But there could be more behind it to elicit her reaction.
Yeah, because
We
it
don't know that.
because it, that went viral and it carried over into yesterday. Because I actually watched Raw yesterday,
Mhm.
and then people were bringing this back up, and then I saw Liv having a conversation with them, and they're like, "Oh, this is a carryover from Saturday Night's main event," and now they're checking him on this. And it's like, wait, what?
Mm.
So now I gotta do the digging of like, so this kind of was a thing Saturday night, and now we're doing part two Monday night while I'm actually watching Raw, and now people putting two and two together, or they're quote tweeting what happened Saturday night, with then Liv now having a conversation with the dude and Roxanne as well.
Mm. Okay.
It sucks that it overshadowed the tag match because the tag match was good, and especially this was a weekend for tag team wrestling because if you we've been like, where are they going with the tag team division? Well, we got to answer this weekend because everyone was defending titles. You were getting number one contenders matches to see who's gonna be next up for the men and women on all three
Mm,
shows. SmackDown, you got a title defense that changed hands. MFT is now your new tag team champions from SmackDown. You had a number one contenders match for the Raw tag team titles because I forgot the Usos had them until like New Day was out there. Like, and I was like, why is Jay Uso out there? It's like, oh, they got the titles. So
mm-hmm.
American Alpha is your number one contenders for those titles. Rhea and Io defended on Saturday's main event where they successfully defended against Judgment Day. But then they had a number one contenders match for the women's title on SmackDown, which Julia and Kiana James won. So now they're next up to go after Rhea and Io in those tag team titles.
Mm,
It's allowed to be
okay.
like, but we've been asking like, what are you doing with these tag team titles? And then one week and they go, here you go. They literally say, here you go.
Gotcha. Okay. Um, you really think that it overshadowed the match though? That whole interaction?
Yeah, because I was like, why is this thing trending? Because it's like I have to go back and watch that next main event. So bookmark and come back to this later. And then when I'm watching Raw, you know, sometimes I'll check the timeline just so for purposes like this, if it's anything important,
Mm,
save it for later, put it in the run sheet. But it's one of those like enough people kept bringing this up. I was like, what the hell happened then?
that's interesting. I didn't see that at all.
Yeah, for me, I didn't think it overshadowed. For me, I think it's because I saw it in real time, the match, and then I saw the stuff afterwards. It didn't take anything. Now, Justin, if you saw that first and then went back and watched the match, then yeah, I could see what you're saying for sure as how it focused. That's kind of where the focus was, or maybe it may have taken away a little bit from the match. I didn't notice it until after I saw it trending, way after I saw the match. So
Mm,
I was okay. I thought the match was decent. I will say this: it was like when I saw Liv get pinned, I was like, oh, well then, I feel like Liv's probably winning the Rumble now. That's immediately what I thought as soon as.
cause she got pinned?
Yeah,
Oh, she's already a favorite for me. Unless Bianca comes back, Liv was already a favorite for
yeah,
me.
yeah. I think that's the. I'm with you, Justin, 100%. I think if
Mm,
Bianca comes back, I think
She may
she's the
not be a
winner.
cup of tea, Mimi. People really love her. People really
I
rock with
get
her.
you, but I'm just going,
Her in the
If
main
I'm not
title picture.
mistaken,
Her in the
I
main
think
title
Liv's
picture
been in every
makes the
Rumble,
most
right,
sense.
Justin?
What?
I think she's been in every women's Rumble, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, I think
okay.
she's been in every one.
yeah, and she makes the most sense of like you want to freshen up the top title picture. Boom. She
Yeah,
never really lost this title.
yeah.
Okay.
I think Liv's
And Roxanne
the
and Raquel are a
heavy
really
for
good team
real.
together right now. Like that works better for the tag team.
I saw her on my timeline a lot.
Who?
Who?
Raquel?
Raquel. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
What you think?
Raquel? I
Yep.
think she listened, she took whatever notes she wanted to take and she's been applying it. So the little bit that I've seen is like spectacular in my opinion. I think that she's doing what she needs to do to get back up.
What a difference a year makes.
Mhm. It's great when you take constructive criticism and just don't be on the timeline just being mad because people are saying stuff, you know what I mean? Especially when it comes from a veteran. I think, it works, and she made it work for herself. So I think that's cool.
Yep.
Um,
but I could be wrong because I don't know her personally. She just doesn't seem like somebody that would be negative towards criticism. She just seems like she's somebody that would respond positively.
well,
She
that's
just
great.
seems like that. Yeah,
Mhm. Okay. Was there one more?
yeah. The main event,
What was that?
the 4-way
The
with.
fatal four way number one
Mhm.
contenders match for Drew's title.
And who was in that?
Sammy, Trick, Randy, and Damian Priest.
And who won?
Sami Zayn.
I mean,
Mm,
if you in Canada, you know Sammy's got to get some wins. Sammy went over by pinning Priest.
mm.
Very good
Priest
man. Everyone shine.
Priest been taking pins.
Priest been taking pins,
Interestingly.
but the biggest note is Trick looked very comfortable in that main event scene, and that can
Oh, he
crowd was
been. Yeah, he
really
been.
rocking with that theme. So we said, yo, Trick gets on this main roster, he gonna be good. I think this is faster than even I thought.
Yeah,
Well, it's
and
because of what it because it's the formula. The formula is you make sure that they're absolutely over. You dip them in and out and make sure that people know who they are and make sure that they are 100% ready. Like I think that he did that with Carmelo Hayes. He waited till everybody wanted Carmelo Hayes to get elevated to the main roster. I forgot the terms already. God damn. And he goes up to the main roster and he rocks it. Whereas if you bring somebody up before their time, like a quote unquote, what was his name? Bearcat. What was it? Keith Lee? Keith Lee was not
Yeah,
ready. He was holding two titles, but he was not ready. But they wanted him so bad because they needed bodies at the time. And look what happened. It just didn't work out. So I'm not surprised by this whole Trick situation. I'm not surprised at all.
yeah, but I think there's a cool down period coming.
Well, they
I,
that's up to the talent. Like I've said before, you've got it now. Like you went up there, made almost made. Now you got to really make yourself. So it's up to him to keep the crowd going.
yeah, I mean,
I th-
I don't think it's fault of anybody. I think it's coming. I think there's a nice cool down upper mid card period coming, which isn't bad, but where he is right now, I don't think that sustains all the way. It goes away for a little bit and then it'll come back. That's what I think is.
It's
I think that's going to
mainly a
happen.
lot of people's trajectories.
Yeah, I
I
think it,
think.
but because of the place he is literally right now and how quickly it came, I just feel like it doesn't sustain. Again, not a bad thing. I just feel like it doesn't sustain.
I don't know if he's getting over like this in Montreal and Toronto, which can be some very harsh crowds. He getting over like that over there. I think he's good. I think that's a really good encouraging sign. I'm
Hmm.
like, shit. We knew he'd be over, but not like this. Not this soon. Like this. Like, good to note.
Okay. How was the match? How'd y'all like the match? Was it shenanigans? Was it
Now,
shenanigans?
no, not really any shenanigans. But then again, we got the shenanigans early in the night with Drew interfering and Cody and Jacob. So this one was just straight up. We want to be number one contender. We want to go after the title. They let him rock.
Hmm. Okay, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. What else is going on in the news? In the news, what's
Wow.
going on? There was a show this weekend in Brooklyn. I was supposed to go to that show. I
Mm,
got super lazy because I thought that it was going to me and Siendo was supposed to go, but I thought the snow was gonna come down, so I didn't get a chance to go.
mm-hmm.
Um I haven't seen anything on the timeline if that card got canceled or not, but it didn't even start snowing until late, so I'm sure it wasn't. What else is going on? It was Sasha Banks' birthday this week, wasn't it?
Yep. Warriors,
Um,
baby.
Corey. Um, it was Kobe's 6 year anniversary and Gianna.
Yeah, the 6 year anniversary
Mhm,
of that, plus Edge's return at the Rumble, because Kobe and Gianna and the helicopter crash was early that afternoon,
mhm,
and then
mhm.
that was the same day as the Rumble and Edge returning.
So yeah.
Hey
What
man, we
else?
needed to pick me up that day. If you don't see it for Edge,
That was
it's
your pick me
cool.
up. That was your pick me up.
I didn't know Edge was coming back. Yes, that was a pick me up because that was like a holy fucking shit moment. You're like, you're playing, you're fucking with me, right? I'm watching this man walk out with the smoke and everything. Like you're messing with me. It's like, no, he's actually coming out. He's actually wrestling.
Mhm. 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 What's going on at AEW?
Or if I know, I'm
Watch
just
it.
playing.
You'll find out.
Have you been watching?
Oh,
Not since
I've been watching.
not since my girl said I'm taking a little break.
Who
F
said you
y'all,
they're taking a break? Who's taking a break?
Mercedes.
She's taking a break.
So she was. I told you the crash out was coming. When at some point, everyone was complaining about all these belts and she defending she got too many belts. I was like, just wait because the crash out is going to come when she starts losing these belts and she starts dropping them and she starts losing her shit because she's dropping them. And lo and behold, she lost that TBS title, and now that crash out is beginning, and this is part of the crash out storyline wise. But now you're seeing the downfall of the titles, Mercedes. And I said before she wins the big one, she got to lose all them other ones. So now we're on
Mm,
the other side of that hill of she lost the TBS title, she lost one of the other titles. I forget which promotion, but now it's beginning.
mm. Have we heard what's going on with our girl Bianca? Is she good?
I
I don't
don't
know. Wait till
know.
Saturday. We'll find out.
Saturday, I'm hoping
Mm,
Saturday she's good to go because again, since I've been saying if it's this long, it's ligament damage because there's no way you break your damn finger and you're out this long unless
right.
you did like some serious shit to your ligaments.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
And
she
then
had two women fall on her hand, so it checks out. That's
well,
for sure.
and then I think what was the interview that she did over the fall? I forget with who that she was like that wasn't a normal break. It was almost like I broke my hand in like multiple places.
Mm,
And it's like, oh, this now tracks. But
Yeah.
I'm ready for her to come back, man. I miss her a lot. It's like
mm,
you don't really uh, know what you have until it's gone. It's kind of like that with Charlotte too, where it's like I really miss Charlotte when she had the knee injury, and that was like her first significant injury too, because Charlotte never misses time like that. But like, fuck, you gone almost a year, girl. Kind of do
mm.
miss you.
Kinda. Ugh.
Well, Charlotte needed the break. Bianca, on the other hand, is like, damn, I really do miss Bianca. And I really didn't like how people were treating her going into Mania season last year.
Mm-hmm.
She
Mm-hmm.
was getting the
Mm-hmm.
raw end of the stick of that. And it's like, yo, I mean, she has a reason to be pissed. Like, Rhea's literally jumping the line after Bianca won Elimination Chamber. But because y'all love Rhea, and for some reason y'all turning on Bianca, like, Bianca can't be justifiably upset. Like, the fuck? Like, I won Elimination Chamber. This should be Bianca and Io.
Mm-hmm.
And Rhea shoehorning her way, but y'all like, no, we love Rhea. We gotta let her shoehorn.
Yeah, I mean, so I kind of feel the same way about what's that girl that I was humming about?
Today or another day?
No, today. What damn it, what's her name? The blonde chick. What's her name?
The blonde chick, the blonde chick, blonde chick.
That you said is fresh.
Oh, I'm not.
Is
I'm
a
not saying
fresh
Oh,
anything.
Liv.
She's implicating Liv. Yeah.
Live. So Live, I feel like, is in the same category as Rhea. I legitimately feel like they're in the same category. It feels like they give us Rhea, they give us Liv. Liv goes out, then they come back, they put her right back where she was. It just feels like she gets shoehorned a lot of time. And
Mm.
now we got both of them back again. So we're shoehorning these two again. And I get it. Like people want to see them, especially Liv, because she's the underdog that kind of like sprouted or whatever. But I'm just like, I personally am over it. I'm over the back and forth of it all. I want to see something else. I want to see something new. I want to be interested again.
Well, you might be getting something new with Natalia because they had a video promo for her where like Natalia might be dead and it's the time of Natty. So you're gonna see the continuation of Natty and Maxine Dupree, but she is that video package is like we finally not done teasing the character switch. And just now if we
Mm-hmm.
get it at Rumble, it's a full on oh shit, Natty's here.
Mm.
And we've been asking and begging for months, like, why aren't you giving us Natty? Like I would be so much interested in this version.
Mm.
And lo and behold, we might actually get this. And that video package from Monday Night Raw, that might be the it's time.
Mhm. Mhm. Um, what else is going on?
Sorry,
Let's see.
that's my
What else is
Apple
going
phone
on? Let
being
me
a
see.
jacket. I mean, that's everything from the week. Go now we're going into Rumble. Now we're going to Saudi Rumble.
Let's
We
see.
going
Yeah,
into
I was.
Mania
It's funny.
season.
She's asking what else is going on. Like, there's a whole Royal Rumble on Saturday.
Yeah, like they
But we
basically
talked
like,
about that. But we talked about that, right?
No, we
but then
didn't. Not really.
and then they based Raw on mostly Finn Balor, and now like Finn Balor has been kind of doing. I don't know if he's turning, but the fact that all right, he's good with Punk and not being bitter and not doing Judgment Day heel shit with Punk. Then wants to be in the Rumble, and Pierce is like, "Nah, you ain't in the Rumble. Rumble's full. Sorry." But then Pierce was just out there putting the entire vision in the fucking Rumble, and and Pierce backtracks, does a 180. He's like, "All right, you know what, Heyman, you right. I messed up. Braun Breaker, I'm sorry. You're unsuspended,
Okay.
and I'm putting you in the
Okay.
Rumble, and I'm
Let me
putting
just
you."
pause you for a second.
Your man, and your man in there too.
Let me pause you for a second. So I did a search. I went and did a search on
Mm-hmm.
X. Only on X. I put in Royal Rumble. What
Ooh.
you're telling me right now,
Mm-hmm.
none of it comes up. None of this
Wow.
stuff comes up. And I'm not going to sit here and poo-poo the whole thing. What I'm saying is the reason why I kind of feel like what else is going on is because it just I don't have a pulse when it comes to the Royal Rumble. That's why I asked you
Mm.
the question earlier today. Did you feel like that first match moved anything? Did you feel like any of those matches during last weekend, this past weekend, moved anything towards the Royal Rumble?
Yeah, the main event did.
The main event is
Sammy
the
went.
only right. The main event will because it was for number one contenders match, right? So of course it has to
Yep.
move up. So
And so did AJ and Shinsuke for what
okay, so
AJ's
how did that
program is.
from your okay? So from your perspective, because you think it's about to be done, is that what it is? That's what the move is. The move is AJ's going to wrestle, and then that's going to be his last match. That's your
I
move.
think it's his last match. But
Mm,
again, that could change. I
mm,
don't I think it's his last match though,
mm-hmm,
coming
mm-hmm.
up. The main event, I don't think the other matches were geared to move. I don't think this was completely a show from top to bottom that was supposed to do anything for the Royal Rumble. Only certain matches were supposed to.
What about SmackDown and Raw?
SmackDown and Raw did.
Mm,
SmackDown and Raw did. Because SmackDown, what you got out of that is that they hyped up the main event for the for the number one contender for Drew.
mm-hmm.
Um the main focus for the Rumble has pretty much kind of been on Raw, but the women kind of elevated their thing with the
And what
Rumble as
was that?
well.
And what was that?
When you had all of them were coming out and declaring for the, which is what a lot of people do for now. So
Mm.
you're kind of getting people, making their announcements for the Rumble. And then you got Roman's promo on SmackDown, and then you got it again on,
Was it a
or
promo or was it an email?
it's a promotion. It was a promotion saying Roman has declared for the Royal Rumble.
Email.
Okay, it was an email. Okay.
It was a video. No, that's a promotion. They're promoting Roman Reigns being
I
in the
mean,
Royal
you know,
Rumble.
you can send attachments and emails, right?
I,
Including videos.
I Go ahead. Never mind. Go
is
ahead.
that what?
Carry on.
Is that
Go
what
ahead.
my point was? My
No,
point
go
was.
ahead.
My
It's cool.
point was. My point was. He sent an email, whether it had attachments or not, is whatever. Whether there was a promotion, it is what it is. He sent an email. That's my point. He didn't waste company funds to come in and declare that he is going into the Royal Rumble. That is all I'm trying to say. Proceed.
Oh Lord, I don't hit that nerve again.
Oh my god. I don't know. I've been online, like I've been busy at work, right? But
Yep.
even though I'll dip in and just kind of see what's going on, and I just don't see anybody from my algorithm, and maybe it's because of the stuff that I've been tweeting about. Maybe my algorithm is kicking out on the wrestling side. I just don't see anything that says um like the vision. You mentioning the vision like brought it back up to my mind. And so it just begs, there's a business hole, gap, I should say, that I've been concerned about for the past few months.
Hmm.
It just doesn't feel like, and maybe it's because it's not being done the way it used to be done. Maybe that's why it feels a little disjointed for me. Uh, um but yeah, I just put in Royal Rumble and not one vision thing came up.
Hmm.
I think a lot of
I'm okay
people.
with that because they've been kind of based in the last couple shows over the last couple of weeks around the vision, whereas last night felt more around Finn, especially that Finn tried to put his name in the hat for the Rumble. Pierce said
Mhm.
no, and then Finn hijacked the main event at the end
Mhm.
with the AJ Punk title match. I'm like, that's definitely gonna have some carryover effect in the Rumble of like if Pierce ain't gonna let him in, he's gonna take someone's spot.
Mhm.
You
I'm
know,
leaving here with some.
I'm leaving here with something, and I want in on this damn Rumble, and I want in on this damn title. So it's like, hmm. As far as the algorithm, I'm rebuilding mine. So it's
Mhm.
interesting that's not coming up on yours. Mine is being rebuilt. Thanks a lot, X.
Um yeah.
But it's interesting that like Division or Finn didn't come out. That was literally last night, and they based most of that show on that.
CM Punk is coming on, like his stuff, his segment is on a lot of AJ. I have to say, a lot of AJ Styles, him being within the WWE for 10 years. This is why like I kind of feel like they gotta capitalize on that and
Hmm.
make it a thing. Yeah.
Yeah, it would feel rough if it just like Rumble and then that's it. And it's like that's it.
Mhm.
Like
Mhm.
poetically, it would make sense with the Rumble to Rumble, but it's like, damn, we don't get to experience you one last time in the States before you go. No,
Right.
that's kind of to lose Cena and AJ within like what a 6 week time frame would be rough.
You think?
Yeah, because then it's like those have been two mainstays at like Mania for like over the last decade. That's like you ain't gonna have either. So it's like obviously we have a deep you have a deep enough roster to fill that for Mania, but it's also like that's some star power that's not there.
Mm, yeah. All right. Well, NXT, what's going on with NXT? Tonight we have a match between Nikita Lyons and Jada Pinkett. I was about to
Oh
say Jada Pinkett. I
Twerk,
was
twerk, twerk,
about to
twerk, twerk,
say Jada
work,
Pinkett.
work, 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 work. Oh, Jada Pinkett wish she had Jada Parker's body.
I know she does. She was in. Do you like follow like fashion as well? Do you guys follow fashion
From
aside
time
from
to
sneakers?
from time to time, when it's fuck, I forgot the shit at the Met.
Oh, Met Gala.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll be one of them
So,
snobs on there like, oh, look at this. Oh, someone got the memo. It's like, oh, what the hell are
yeah.
you wearing? Like,
Oh
ooh, I
shit.
like that design. I turned to America's Next Top Model, which is very interesting that
Oh, that's
they're
coming up.
oh my god. I'm
That's
like,
coming
I
up.
haven't even thought about this show forever, but now you got me. Cause I remember
Yeah.
watching this.
I'm a little excited about that because I was obsessed at one point. So going back to what I was saying,
Hmm.
this week was Paris Fashion Week, and the son, what's his name? Jaden.
Jaden Smith.
Jaden has a collection with Christian Louboutin, and it's a really good collection. I was shocked. It's a mix of bags, it's a mix of bags, shoes, and belts. Really, like the shoes are some, he's got some like out of this world type stuff, but then he's got some like really classic um um type designs, which I mean, they did a really good job, and all of the whole family was on the timeline, just like wearing the outlandish stuff. So I think that's why she was on the brain. That's why I mentioned her. But yeah.
Hmm.
Um, Slick, what's good?
What up, Slick?
What's up, family?
What's going
Always so
on?
good to listen in on the conversation. I'll be trying to sit here and listen, but it's always Mimi who makes a comment that drags me in. I gotta say
What
that.
I say? What I say?
But
The live
listen,
comment.
no, it wasn't even that. I don't remember what it was, but if you remind me, I might have to take on that too. But we were talking about how you just Googled Raw or the Royal Rumble and nothing about the Vision came up, and it's so funny you say that because I was watching the show last night and them dudes came out, and I was like, man, there is not a star in this group.
Yep.
And I'm like, I know people don't want to hear that because Braun Breaker's been branded as the future, and they keep literally saying that. You know, they keep
Yeah.
programming your brain that he's the future and all this. But I'm like, dog, when they come out and they all four of them stand there, I'm like, there is not a person
Mm.
here that you have to see. There's
That you
not.
want to talk about.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like there is not, and like it's funny, man. I remember I was listening to the BRP last week, and DDM said at one point he was like, "Man, we talked about a snowstorm till 9:30." I was like, "Damn, that's the truth, bro." Like
Literally.
it's like I think it's very important to have like honest conversation with ourselves. Like the storytelling is not hitting right now. It's not. It's not, and it's not on us. It doesn't make us bad fans. You know what I mean? Like it's just like it's the truth, man. Like WWE got so many irons in the fire, and here's the
Nothing's
truth of
burning.
it:
Nothing's burning.
the the business model has changed. If we want
Yes.
to really talk about it, the business model has changed. They don't give a fuck.
They
Okay,
don't. They just
they
want
don't
the cash.
care.
They want the upfront money.
They
And
don't
it's
care, and
reflective.
they're getting the upfront money.
Right.
Like I watched years and years of WWE documentaries where they made fun of WCW, and they would always say, "Oh well, if guys are getting paid right up front, they're not going to work hard." Well, guess the fuck what?
That's what y'all
Y'all are getting paid.
doing. That's what y'all
Y'all are getting
doing.
your TV network money right up front. You got locked in $1 billion deals with the Saudis, and the product is dog shit.
Yep.
I mean, maybe not dog shit might be a little strong, but but it's just certainly is like it's just not compelling, man.
It's
It's not
meh
It's
with
compelling.
unlimited
not.
H's at the end. Like meh.
And I
Yeah,
don't mean to,
exactly.
I promise you, I don't mean to sit here and just be super negative about it, but it's hard to not have that type of conversation, especially when it's been this long. Like I've been feeling like this for a very long time, and I forget what
Right.
pay-per-view it is that I was like, wow, that was really good. I'm really
Right.
excited.
It's
And
probably
then it
evolution.
wasn't.
That was the last one.
No, there was something else that was like,
It
holy shit,
probably
that
was
was great.
SummerSlam.
No,
No,
yeah,
I was
yeah.
there. I
SummerSlam was
hated
kind of hot
it.
too. I I
Then
but one of the things I did want to say that I'm loving right now is, man, this Trick Williams thing is working like a charm,
Yes.
ain't it?
I'm telling you,
Yes,
Okay.
it
Trick has more
is.
momentum than anyone on the Vision, and they
Mm-hmm.
spent weeks on the Vision, and Trick in like a week's like, yo, when
Man,
Montreal is fucking with you like that, and Montreal's like
right,
Chicago type of
right,
crowd, that's what I'm
right.
saying. Like, yo, that's something that's like
And
you got to put that in a notebook, like double check, because I
if
didn't
we
expect that
if we keeping it
reaction.
all the way real, these European crowds don't be fucking with the niggas like that. Okay?
They
Yeah,
don't. We've seen it.
Like
We've seen it. We've
I
seen
see it
it.
with
and they
footies.
Yes.
they was chanting whoop that trick all over the globe. I'm like, bro, come on, don't fumble this.
I was
No,
like,
Don't
wait, he's getting that
fumble
in
it's
this.
up to
Germany? Oh
him.
shit,
I,
that's
It's
a
up to
I
first.
ain't saying
him.
put the belt on him. You know what I mean?
That's
Like,
right.
but see, I think that like I think people get this confused all the time when people have conversations about black wrestlers and why they're not like featured more prominently. Ain't nobody saying you got to give them the belt because we've seen many occasions where WWE has put a belt on somebody and then done nothing
That's
with
right.
them. Right, but like, dog. When you watch Trick Williams, dog, he got something that you can't fake and you can't teach. That's a cool ass nigga, man.
Mm-hmm.
Like That's just like it, and like everybody knows somebody like that, bro.
Right,
Like
right.
that,
He's relatable.
he's
He's
like
that guy that you know.
you know what I'm saying? Like exactly, yo, he's that guy that you know, and it's like, yo, like you know what I mean? Like you may not like him, he may not be your friend, but you like, you know, everybody fuck
Yes.
with that nigga, man. You get
Yes.
it, man. He's
Yes.
that dude.
But
He's that dude. And Carmelo
he's
Hayes,
also tall and big. So when you put him next to Randy and
yes,
some of those main event players, he doesn't look out of place.
he
He
No.
looks right at
belongs
home.
right away. Exactly. He belongs right away. And so, like, man, I just hope that they don't get the urge to cool him off and or sometimes they do dumb shit like that, man. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But like I think that like right now this shit is working. They got him working with great people
Yeah.
and like
And
one
people
thing
that
that's
are
really cool.
invested in his development. That's a big thing
Yes.
too. That people want to work. These you can like Randy is infamous of letting you know he don't want to work with somebody.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, exactly. And you can see them dudes like like, they everybody looks like they are enjoying it. Like honestly, and I think the cool thing about it, like, cause Trick Williams did, he was probably the first true guinea pig of what the partnership with TNA can be as a benefit to
Yes,
WWE.
yes, yes. And he
Cause
Yeah.
knocked it out the park.
he knocked it out the park. Not only did he knock it out the park, but like it added to his growth so much because he had to come outside of that NXT bubble and he had to step into a different arena and he had the emphasis of being the biggest name on a show.
Right.
And when Trick Williams was carrying the TNA title, he was because you're the champion, right? Like it matters when you come out there, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like whether
Mm-hmm.
they want to boo you or cheer you or whatever, what you're doing and what you're saying matters. And I thought that helped him develop so much, man.
Yep.
And listen to his interviews, like he's a student of the game too.
Yes.
Like
He's
he's not
dedicated. Yep.
like he studies people and he tries to learn and people will always try to find something to downplay. Oh, he's just Booker T, blah, 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 blah. Like no, man, like the dog, like he's learning from scratch
Right.
and he's studying the people who do it well and he's applying the good stuff to his game. And
That's
like
right.
from a performer standpoint, it's really awesome to watch him grow.
Mm-hmm.
And like I
Same with
know.
Javon Evans. It's the same with Javon Evans. I feel like Javon
Yeah.
Evans is growing up in front of us and he's exuding those same type of um attributes. He's learning, he's taking in all that he can take in and he's applying it. And we're watching that
Yes.
growth as he's growing as an
Right.
individual too, which is
Yeah.
nuts.
Yeah, yeah, it's really really dope, man. It's really dope. I think that like, you know, it's funny because like there was, you hear and you read things, right? Like it was said that when Triple H allegedly failed against Dynamite, Vince took over NXT as like a punishment to him, and then one of the things he did was he revamped it, and that's when they wanted to focus on like black talent, and that's when they brought in the colorful NXT belt and all that
Mm,
other stuff. But like the what they ended up with, right, was all of this really good black talent, right? Like, and they're coming up and they're doing well. Like Lash Legend, she's doing well.
mm-hmm,
And like I heard you mention that, you're not sure about the thing with her and Nia. I feel like it's working. I feel like it's working great.
mm-hmm. No, I'm not
Because
saying
Lash
I'm
Legend,
saying I just want to see more. I like it.
yeah,
I said I like it. I want to see more.
yeah,
Yeah.
but she's doing great. I think Trick is doing great. I'm glad to see they finally, stop booking Carmelo Hayes like a damn jobber. And I think it's super crazy to look at the almost reverse roles of Carmelo and Trick
Yep.
at this point.
Yep.
Because like, again, no diss to Carmelo, but for whatever reason, they see him how they see him. And if you guys saw Unreal when they were talking about Chelsea Green, right? Like it gave you a big indication of when they have you at a certain level, it's because that's where they see you.
Yeah.
And the fact that they got Carmelo Hayes wedged into that US title rotation, they just see him at that level. And the fact that they got Trick Williams right now working with the main event guys, they see him at that level.
Mm-hmm.
Now, that's not to say those things can never change,
Right.
right? But like Carmelo's been up there for a while
Mm-hmm.
and they kind of see him where they see him.
Mm-hmm.
So, like
He'll
I
come out of
think
it. I
that,
believe he'll come out of it.
yeah.
I believe.
I had the thought in my head that it would be kind of cool if we ended up with Carmelo going against Trick for the US title, but I was like, I don't know if I want to see Trick Williams take a step down. You know what I'm
Is
saying?
it a step
Like
down though? Because I feel
a
like
step
it's
down the card. Well, again, just going back to just thinking about like that's one of the cool things when I watch Unreal. I think the thing that I'm fascinated by is like the production shit.
Hmm.
Like when they let you into those conversations in like the writers' room. Like so, for example, the thing I keep referencing, there was an episode where they were talking about Chelsea Green and. I think it was Road Dogg was like advocating for her to do more or whatever, or why take the title off for her XYZ. And then, they all come back at him with, well, look, man, she's not gonna beat Charlotte. You know what I mean? Like, so she's working with the US title girls, and so, she's just gotta stay there. We
hmm
can't like elevate her above that. So we gotta keep her on the same level with those guys. And I'm sure that that's the level of thinking they have across the board.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like if you see people working with a certain group, like that's where they see you. And I'm sure it's pretty hard to work your way out of that.
But
Um,
people have
It
done it.
is because they're kind of stuck in their ways, and we've seen in
But
those
people
rooms where
have
they.
done it. But people
Yep.
have done
yeah.
it.
Yeah, no, people. A great example. Speaking of Unreal, is L.A. Knight, right? Like when they first brought L.A. Knight up, they had him doing the model thing, and then they had him work with Bray Wyatt, and that was completely set up for Bray Wyatt. But L.A. Knight got over. You know what I mean? He's got over, and he's kept himself over. And so, and clearly, they don't want to fuck with him like that. But like, I mean, I think he, that is some of his own doing. It is what it is. But yeah, man, like there's always stuff to enjoy, and I think that with the state of the product being what it is, I think we got to just look for the things we enjoy. Hope Montez gets a push every now and then.
hmm
Look at
Oh
hoping
shit.
that Bianca comes back and starts whooping some hoes. Uh, and yeah, man, that's that. I'm all about the positivity, man. I have like a reinvigorated kind of purpose. I was sitting on the couch last night with the wife and the kids, and my 10-year-old, she was asking me and my wife why we got into like our respective fields or whatever. And it just caused me to like really think about like, just having intention about why I do things or whatever. And not to get in too far of a tangent, but like for me, I'm a big believer that there's so much negativity in the world, so much negative news, so much negative content. That like, one of my things I always want to do with anything I create is I want to focus on the stuff we like. You know what I mean? Like, because there is more than enough places to go see what you don't like and to see stuff be critical and like whatever.
hmm
I don't know, man. Like, I just think whenever possible, I want to be an outlet for positivity.
Of course.
So, in the case of this here WWE conversation, I'm always gonna try to find the stuff that I do like, but that doesn't excuse them from putting out stuff we don't like.
Right.
That all.
Right. That's all.
Oh, it's right, but then I get accosted for liking everything and being too optimistic. But whatever. Go ahead, carry
Accosted?
on.
Oh my god, you're
Wow.
so extra.
Oh
Accosted?
my God, we're using thesaurus words. I
Now,
got
I will say I do know
accosted.
a thing or hey, I do know a
Man,
thing or two about being accosted. I do know a thing or two about it. Let me say, how y'all doing tonight?
Hi, TriStar.
what up?
Yes, and
What's going
hey,
on?
TW, good to hear you, my brother. I've seen you. Looks like you have a podcast
Yes, he
going.
does.
Yep.
Keep it up. I'd love to come on one day, talk about professional wrestling, and I actually trained with Robert Gibson. I didn't have that many matches because life took over.
Oh
But
wow.
yes, Robert Gibson of the Rock and Roll Express.
Mm-hmm.
That Robert Gibson is the
Mm-hmm.
one that trained me.
Nice,
Love
nice.
that guy to death. He he always anytime like if we see each other like at a wrestling show that I go to as a fan, and he's there doing autograph sign, he'll sneak up on me and like pull in my ear or something, and he'll give me a hug. I love that dude to death. But but no, I mean, yeah, Trick Williams, I think he's a good guy. I still remember when he played football at South Carolina. I mean, yeah, he's not a small man.
Oh
Right.
no, you can see that off
Don't
the TV. I've seen him wrestle in
he's
person.
because he
And
yeah
TriStar, where did he play
he's six
professionally?
five.
Where did he play
I
professionally?
can't remember. I remember him playing college
Oh,
football at
don't
South
The
worry. I know
Carolina.
where he
Eagles, the
played
Eagles, the
professionally.
one that got
He
their
played for the
defense
Eagles.
coordinator
Thank you.
taken away. That one. Yeah, that team.
Oh
What?
well,
That wasn't even right. See, stop while you're ahead.
but I'm saying though again that makes sense because again, a lot of former pro football players end up becoming great wrestlers.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, look at, hell, look at Ron Simmons.
That's
He was
right.
All-American at Florida State. You look at, hell,
Roman
you could even
Reigns.
say played Joanna White, played at
Brock had
Georgia
a cup of
Tech.
coffee with the Vikings before.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
Yeah, but I'm talking about before they went into wrestling. They went from football to wrestling.
Isn't that Brock? Didn't
Um,
Brock go to football to wrestling or
Ernie
no?
Ladd. No,
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 he
he was
didn't.
All-American
Nah, he
wrestler
was
at
all like a wrestler.
Minnesota.
Yeah.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, he was All-American national champion wrestler at Minnesota
Gotcha.
with Shelton Benjamin.
Gotcha.
But no, I was going to say Ernie Ladd. I'm sure y'all know who Ernie Ladd
Yes.
was.
Yep.
Great promo, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
But Wahoo McDaniel. My God, there's been so many guys that played football either in college or in the pros, and then they went to wrestling.
Yep.
But I heard you talking about the Unreal stuff. I can't stand, as someone who's been in wrestling, that show makes me want to throw a TV through a wall.
I know a lot of people don't like
Because
it. A lot of people don't. I'm
because
actually
I'm
one of
like
those
the
people.
whole right, because my whole thing is like I don't want the business being exposed more. I mean, because I guess the way I'm looking at it, the guys who I've been around, the guys that trained me, that taught me the ropes of the industry, like I could absolutely never see a guy like Ron Fuller ever agreeing to do a show like Unreal.
Mm.
That would never. And that's what makes me so mad with Road Dogg being on there, because he should know better.
Well, I think that Slick said, the business has changed so much, and I think I honestly, and I think I
I
might
mean,
have
yeah,
said
it
it, but
has.
I think I've said this on I might have said this on BRP on Thursdays 8:35 on Black Wrestling YouTube, that
There we go.
I think there's a need for content, and they need, because Unreal is on a Netflix. I think somebody on there, I think it might have been Fam or Cal, said they
Well,
think it's coming from Netflix wanting them to give them some type of content. And I think that they think that
but
this is compelling, and it might be compelling to the casual viewer, but it's not
yeah, because they're like,
compelling.
oh, we get to
Yeah,
see how the food's cooked.
right,
But
right,
to anybody that's either been involved with professional wrestling in any kind of way, or it has been a diehard serious wrestling fan, they don't want to see that shit,
right.
because that's just insulting your intelligence. And the reason I say with Brian Armstrong, Road Dogg, is he should know better, because his dad was a fucking wrestler for 50 years.
Mm.
Bullet Bob. He wrestled a lot here in Georgia and Alabama and Tennessee.
I've just found that out, by the way. I didn't know Road Dogg was a nepo baby.
Well, I mean, hell, his brother was a referee at WWE for years, Scott
Mm.
Armstrong.
Mm. Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
That's
You
right.
remember during the whole
That's
authority
right.
thing,
That's
referee
right.
Scott Armstrong? That's Road Dogg's
Oh,
brother.
that's right.
yeah,
I
but in the
didn't
case
realize
of
And
that.
then he also had another brother, Brad Armstrong, who was the best of all of them.
Mm.
Road
He
Dogg,
wrestled
I don't think he's
WCW.
in a position to say no because those are decisions being made from higher ups. Like, you look at
Yeah,
Netflix,
I know, but
like
you would
documentaries have been
think
in for the
that
last
he would say
decade.
something.
So it's like you said, like the
But this is
casuals want it
different.
because people love documentaries and stuff like that. And sometimes people want to see how the pizza's made.
I
Well,
personally feel like with this
maybe
one
in
you shouldn't.
football, maybe in other sports, or like I know people love the stuff of Formula One, but I don't think wrestling fans want it with professional wrestling.
I think
I mean,
wrestling is so niche. I
imagine,
think wrestling is so niche that it's a different caliber of I think the Vince McMahon doc made sense. I
Yep.
don't think
well,
Unreal
yeah,
made
because
sense.
he's not in the business anymore,
No,
and
I think the life of it all, I don't think it revealed a lot, but it still left us wondering certain things, right?
and yeah, and what? Here's the thing that was so hilarious with Vince. He was like a world of ironies.
Mm-hmm.
He was a Southerner that hated the South. Yes, he's not from New York. He's from Pinehurst, North Carolina.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if you've ever listened to him talk, but he sometimes accidentally the
It comes
accent would
out.
slip,
Mm-hmm.
but he catches himself. It's like he just hates the fact because his dad promoted Madison Square Garden and his grandfather promoted boxing and wrestling in the 30s up there.
Mm.
It's like he wants so bad to be from there.
Right.
But I'm like, hell, embrace where you're from.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Um, well, thank you so much for that comment. I 100% agree with you as well. I look at it as I like my wrestling just I want to speculate. I want the speculation. Like if you're going to tell me I had one to pick Unreal or the Dirt Sheets, I would pick the Dirt Sheets. Because at
Yeah,
least with the Dirt Sheets there's this level of
the dirt
that
sheets
shit
are
ain't
very
happening.
niche.
You know, it's not happening or maybe
And
it is
plus,
happening.
you can't tell me that the quote unquote inside sources for Dave Meltzer aren't getting fucking worked by the boys. They're not stupid.
Right. Right.
So, can I say, like,
So,
I think I totally agree. Sorry, just want to add one comment here. Like, I totally like, I agree with you guys that there is a level of like exposing the business, quote unquote, that like
Mhm.
is a little uncomfortable to fans. But also, I mean, man, look, man, it's 2026. It is what it is.
Right.
But I think that like the stuff that I think is really interesting and really cool, like going back to like LA Night, right? And I don't want to spoil it for anybody who
I
maybe
already
hasn't
heard.
seen it.
I heard. Yeah.
Okay. But like, but there's like a scene, right, where like there, where he messes up something in a match, and you could just see the way everybody is just like coming down on him and treating him like,
What's wrong
whatever.
with you?
And like, listen, depending on who you are, you're gonna interpret that like differently. But for me, one thing I came away with it for sure, like,
Mhm.
okay, here's a better example. Think of the LA Knight example, what happens, and then a couple of episodes later, there's a match where Lyra Valkyrie does
Lyra
like
Valkyria.
a
Valkyria.
hundred a hundred messed up things
That
in a
man
match.
butchered her
Look,
last name 7 ways from
whatever her
Sunday.
name is, they she butchered like 10 things in a match, and she goes backstage, everybody's like, oh, it's not your fault. Oh, no, 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 no. And I'm
Oh,
like, damn.
really?
See, like, to me, yes.
Fuck
And so
that.
I'm like, listen, man, like, you know, that's the stuff that I do like, because you do get backstage peeks at some things. Like, I'm sure some of that stuff is completely set up for the show, but I think you also do get glimpses at very real things. Like in
See,
that case,
No, no.
at LA Knight, he kind of not gonna say went into business for himself, but he did what he thought would be cool, and then everybody came down on him afterward, and they were like, oh, whatever. You basically, they painted it as LA Knight is his own problem, right? That's the way they painted that. And but then
mm-hmm.
just seeing it, seeing, like I said, how they treated Lyra after her match with all her flubs, and I'm like, damn, man, it's just crazy how like that's like a very real workplace thing,
Yeah.
right? Like, in different people get treated differently.
Right.
Like, it is what it is.
Mhm.
So I don't know. I just butted in with that, but like I think
Well,
it is. I think it is scripted to a degree, but I like the little glimpses of those kind of real life, real world things.
Mhm.
Exactly. Like my
well,
favorite documentaries have been like when WWE did like the 24 series or the 365 series and stuff like that. But that was based on the wrestlers and just the talent only,
But that's
versus
not like
Unreal,
it's
yeah,
not
where
like an
like their
yeah,
unreal.
like
upbringing,
Unreal's
like where they
basically
grew
like we're
up,
doing
what made them want to get into wrestling, and
yeah,
yeah,
like
Mhm.
Unreal's doing like
that's
all
fine.
the whole behind the scenes with like the higher ups versus 24 was just all right, Seth Rollins, boom, and Seth Rollins only, or Finn Balor
Yeah,
only,
he was a
boom.
kid that grew up in Davenport, Iowa, and
Or even
idolized CM Punk.
or even like with Kevin Owens when like they did his where he did the Mania 33 match and Vince didn't like it and it fucked with Kevin's head for a while and he
Mhm.
talks about that it meant so much because he wanted Vince to be happy about that and Vince hated it and it messed him up for a while and then they ran I think like a SummerSlam match or something and Vince was like really happy and it cheered Kevin up because it's like finally this was like what I wanted for Mania and it kind of fucked with me for a while because I didn't know where my place would be at. It's like that type of stuff I want, and that's where they do really good with those documentaries. So, Unreal, all right, cool. That one's not for me. But like 24, 365, like these type of documentaries, cool. When it's town
Yeah.
specific, give me those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you guys remember the movie that came out in 1999 called Beyond the Mat?
I feel like I don't remember, but
Not
I feel
really,
like I
no.
watched it.
Okay, well, that's basically where they got the idea for Unreal. Just go look up on YouTube Beyond the Mat. It's literally the same fucking thing.
Okay.
Like, it shows during the famous match between The Rock and Mick Foley, that I Quit
Mm-hmm.
match, where Foley got hit in the head like 15 times. And it showed Mick's wife with Noelle and her brother over there crying
Oh, I feel like
because it looked like he's getting his skull caved in.
I might have seen that. I might have seen that. I can't remember. I feel like I watched it along with the Jake the
But no,
Snake and all of that.
I want it. Listen, I want it with the wrestlers. If they're out now, like, listen, if they're around the boys or the smart fans, that's fine. But just in general public, like, for example, like, let's say me and, I don't know, Corey was having a feud here. I want where, if so happened, me and him's at a fucking McDonald's, like, it's fucking on site. Like, if we're in some big, especially like if we're in a big blood feud.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Like, I'll give y'all an example of what I'm talking about.
Well,
1958, you
make it
have
quick
Buddy
because we're trying
Fuller.
to wrap up soon. So let's try to condense it.
Mm-hmm. Hello?
So basically, I want where, like, if they're feuding on TV, like when the fans see them out in public, if they run each other at a gas station, that shit should be on site. Because guess what? It sells. It sells what you're doing.
Yep. I agree. All right. Just
All right,
thank you
thank
so
you.
much.
Bill Bigsby, you got 60
Oh
seconds.
my
Make it quick.
God, Bill is here.
Yes.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Of course, the black guy gets rushed. But anyway,
What
how's
he
it
say?
going? Hey, of course,
Oh
rush the
my
black
God.
guy. Okay, but here's the thing, right? First things first, right? I hope Cody wins the Rumble so Mimi can be mad. But here's the thing,
You got
right?
20
Uh,
seconds.
Hey, I'll say this. I I agree about the whole Bianca thing because a lot of people saying Bianca always in the title picture. That woman has not had a one-on-one world title match since November of 23. She spent a year holding the tag rope, helping elevate people, and she deserves her run as well. And I'll say this one last thing. Y'all were talking about like coaching people up. Booker T put it out there. Hey, he would love to help Jade learn the nuances, and Jade hit him up. And that's just showing like how some of these people are coachable. And I like the fact Booker is looking out and being a vet for the black talent as well. And I know you guys got to run. Thanks for taking my call. And I know Mimi was happy about Cody getting whooped by Jacob
I
Fatu.
was.
You guys have a
I
great
was. Can you hear me?
Thank you, Bill Bigsby. Yep.
Okay.
We can hear you. Can you hear us?
Yes. My internet was going. You know how like when you get off and get on, you know that stupid shit. Um
Yep.
anyway. All right.
Is it?
We have hit the end of the road and it's time to watch some NXT.
Yeah, right now you
Enjoy
got Dark
your
State and was it Out the Mud on going at it right now, or about to go at it on NXT.
mhm.
We thank you guys for pulling up for another
Yep, yep.
episode of the Buckle. You know, we got Saturday night's main event. We had a lot of wrestling going on going into the
Mhm.
Royal Rumble. Finally, it's Rumble season.
Mhm.
Saudi Rumble is here. We're gonna see if Drew retains. We're gonna see if AJ Styles sticks around for another week, another month, another year. We're
Mhm.
gonna see a brand new. We're gonna see who wins the men and women's rumble. I know Black Wrestling's got their pool going. If you
Oh
guys
yes.
haven't signed up for that,
Make sure
please
you
sign
hit
up for
up
that.
at Math Damon, DM him or the Black Wrestling um Twitter account.
Yep. And if I
I think we
remember
got a
how you
couple of
guys
tickets
like,
left.
you guys may have tickets left. And if I remember how you guys do it, tune into 835 Black Wrestling channel.
Mhm.
So to find out what numbers you guys are getting, we're finally here for the rumble. Mimi,
Yeah, yeah.
what do we say about that man, Cody Rhodes?
That man Cody Rose sucks big time balls.
Thank you, Jacob Fatu, for doing the Lord's
Yes,
work.
yes.
We'll see
Holla.
you.
Good
Peace.
evening.